Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show. All right, first pitch coming up. And on the hill here today. Jesus Luzardo. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Soler makes the catch, and there's one gone. Stepping in, Sam Hilliard. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Luzardo, in his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ezekiel Tovar just missed. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
He's looking pretty sharp to start the ball game. He's got that good fastball working early.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runs it up to 96. Michael Conforto will climb in. Swings through that.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's way high. Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball,
I don't
2
like to
strikes,
say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now the DH, Luis Gonzalez. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Hilliard pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Jesus Sanchez will hit next. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. On the ground to the left. They take the force out. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. And we're back. Top of the 2nd. Here's Michael Toglia. Luzardo back to work. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Conforto settles underneath it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 away. There's Ryan McMahon now.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
They got it for out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Kyle Farmer. There's a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
In the air, left side. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Coors Field, bottom of the inning. Now the 3rd baseman, Connor Norby. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
swings through that one.
Man, that
No
was
ball,
pretty
2
gross
strikes.
right there.
That
One
one
ball,
misses.
2 strikes.
Ball 1. Fights it off. He'll see another. And the lefty kicks, delivers. Hit in the air, center field. Doyle settles under it, and it's caught for the out. Otto Lopez digs in now. This to third. Throws to first in time. And here's the first baseman, Jonah Bride. That's to third. McMahon fires over to first. Inning over. Back here in Denver, new inning getting started. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jacob Stallings. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1's the count.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Thairo Estrada to the plate. And a foul ball. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch. Now here's Nolan Jones.
Batting up, the right fielder, Nolan Jones.
That's too
That's a
low.
ball.
1-0. 2 outs,
Counts,
base is
1-0.
empty. Next
Ball.
offering misses, and that's ball 2. On the ground to third. Handles, throws
He's
to
out.
first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. On the ground, right side, Estrada. In plenty of time to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning. So the lineup flips over, and here is Michael Conforto. That one fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. That one down the line. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Now it's the right fielder, Jorge Soler. That clips the zone. Strike 1.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count. Then you can play around a little bit more as the at bat expands.
And that one hammered. That's back there. You can kiss it goodbye. He jacks that one out to left. It's 1-0. 2 outs, nobody on. Now it's the DH, Luis Gonzalez. Line to left. Hilliard makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And we're back. Start of the 4th. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Brenton Doyle. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
But all these Rockies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Sam Hilliard digging in for the Rockies. And there's the strike.
This guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
That one pulled foul. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Just missed. Tovar in his 3rd season, 23 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. There's a strike.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. Bottom of the 4th, and now the center fielder, Jesus Sanchez. And that one fouled off.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this 2nd time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Next offering way upstairs. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a
No fence
ball.
off the plate. Ball 2.
That
3-2.
one misses. Counts full, 3-2. And he grounds one to the right side. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Digging in, Xavier Edwards. He's 0 for 1. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. And he'll pull into 2nd safely.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And there's 2 down. Here's the 2nd baseman, Otto Lopez. He's 0 for 1. Into center. Dives, and he can't hang on. The run scores from 3rd, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Pretty good spot. Hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your...
And he's out, and they got him. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Colorado's DH, Michael Toglia. Not
Ball
close
1, no
with that
strike.
one. Ball 1.
All these Rockies just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And takes low for ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1. The Rockies hitless so far in the game. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Next for Colorado, Kyle Farmer. That clips the corner. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. That's in there, and the count is 0-2. Strike 3, and now ready. To go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Jonah Bride. Gomber back to work. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And puts the squeeze on that one. And a quick out, number one. And here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. Grounded out his first time. And that is out of play. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Puts it away for the out. Back to the top of the lineup. Now the left fielder, Michael Conforto. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Now, Jorge Soler. Cut on and lifted in the air. Jones sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. And that's back here in Denver. Top of the 6th inning. Now here is Jacob Stallings. And there's a strike. Just missed.
1-1. Hey! 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Hit on a line, and that's a base hit. And that ends the perfect game bid. So a man on base to start the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Tyro Estrada. And fouled off.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Trying to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really
off balance speed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Next to hit for the Rockies, Nolan Jones. Runner takes off. Strike in there. The throw. Tag. And he's out. The Rockies down by a pair, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back here at Coors Field. Well, we go bottom 6 at the plate. Luis Gonzalez. And right back to the mound. Tosses to first. And Gonzalez retired. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jesus Sanchez. And a foul ball.
Ball.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Over to first, and he's saved. And now Xavier Edwards. Runner takes off. High fly ball out into left center field. Hilliard settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Next to hit, Connor Norby. Now snap throw to first. Sanchez dives back in safely. First offering, runner goes. And that one is lifted in the air. Doyle on the move to the alley. And the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. Fouled off left side.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
That clips a corner.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
So in now for Colorado, Sam Hilliard. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And that's outside.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Now it's the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. And that's in for a strike.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side for the 5th time today. Incredible. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jake Bird.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Lopez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Now one miss.
That's just out.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. Jonah Bride, the next to hit.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Ball 1, no strikes. Bird goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a sinker, a slider, a slurve, and occasionally uses a cutter. Just off the inside edge.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Into center and a base hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity.
Tovar. Glove flip to second. Double play. What a twin killing. And we're back. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Michael Toglia. Splits the plate, and that's strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
2-2 to count.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and he adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now. McMahon, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a miss.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
That's off the plate.
Next pitch is outside. Just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Down the inside corner for a strike.
3-2.
See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. And here's the first baseman, Kyle Farmer. Lined into left center, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped.
That ends the inning. So we back now. New pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Lucas Gilbreth.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here. So
0-1.
we'll see how it works out.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. So digging in, Jorge Soler. He's already homered here in this one. Swinging a foul out of play. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Cut off, throw to second, safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order.
I'm out.
And here is Jesus Sanchez.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Popped up. And that is a big first out. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit. And when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it. Runners tagging from second and third. Runner from third comes across. Not in time. He's safe. Connor Norby getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs. Ground ball up the middle. They get the force. That ends the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the second baseman, Thairo Estrada. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
That one at 95 missed up top, and the count is 1-2. On the ground, Norby. Jump throw across his body, and very nicely done for the out. So up next, Nolan Jones.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Swing and a miss. Rockies down to their final out. And now Brenton Doyle. And ball 1.
1-0.
On the ground to third. And that's just foul. They're down to their final strike. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Terrific job in this game.
Just about ready to roll. And on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Sam Hilliard stands in now and watches strike one. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. And now the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
Yeah, that's fouled off. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Got him swinging. The batter will be Michael Conforto, and he's the home run leader on this team, Singy. That one in there across the letters. Gomber, a tall lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a slider.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. Upstairs. Ground ball right side, and it's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw to second, and he's out. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a chopper out to short. Fires to first in time. Luis Gonzalez will hit next. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to...
Oh, now this ball gets down. The throw in. There's the tag. They get him. And top of the second, here's Michael Tolia. Luzardo back to work. In for a strike. 0-1. Gets him to chase after that one.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Ryan McMahon batting with 1 down takes a strike. And that one is in for a strike at 95. 0-2 now. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. Foul ball there. Second inning here, no score. And now the count is even. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Jacob Stallings now. And a breaking ball misses outside. Tap foul at the plate. That's inside. And a big swing and a miss.
2-2 the count.
That one hit to right. Soler getting an angle on it. Makes the catch. Back here in Denver, stepping in as the switch hitting shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Swing and a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on.
Runner on the go. Pitch
Inside,
misses.
ball 1.
And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Runner goes again. Pitching for a strike. Throw to third. He's safe. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. And a count 1-2.
Here's someone, historically speaking, that prefers day games over night games. So I'm excited to see what he does in this one.
Up the middle. Tovar on the run. Sends it over to first. And they get the out. And now the catcher comes up to him. Nick Fortes. Taps softly third base side. A swinging bunt. McMahon fires over to first. Gets the catcher by a step. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Connor Norton. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. To third. McMahon fires over to first. And that is on to the third inning. Tyro Estrada to the plate. Missed with a changeup. And that's ball 1. In the air, right field. Soler coming on. He's got it. 1 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Curve in the dirt.
1 strike.
And he chases a high fastball there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's down and away. Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So the batting order turns over. And now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0.
Inside, just missed. 2 outs, base is empty. The 2-0 is in for a strike. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Back here at Coors Field, set for the bottom of the third. Here's the center fielder, Derek Hill. Trying to bunt his way on. Scoops it up barehanded. Not in time. He's safe. So the lineup flips over. Michael Conforto will climb in. First offering. Runner goes. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely, and now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
Throw to second, save. Left-hand hitter waits. Runner on the go again. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single. It's 2-0.
Everything came together for him. The ball absolutely jumped off the bat on that swing. Kind of made my eyes light up.
Runner on the move. Line drive, base hit. The throw to third, and the throw's offline, safe at third. So runners at the corners, nobody out. And now it's going to be Luis Gonzalez. The other way, and foul ball. Step off throw to first. Soler back on a dive. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Liner caught at second. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. Now it's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the fourth. So in now for Colorado, Sam Hilliard. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1. There's a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. And a swing and a miss there.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Next offering is fouled back. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Michael Tolia digging in for the Rockies. Just missed. Tolia, 26 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put.
Goes down. Bottom 4, and now the first baseman, Jonah Bride. And first offering is fouled off. Swings and misses at the breaking ball. On the dirt. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Zips it across, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Now Now it's going to be Nick Fortes. Grounded out his first time. In the air out to center. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. And there's 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. Now the third baseman, Connor Norby. On the ground to short, Tovar. Tosses to first, and that ends the inning. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time.
Now pitching.
Sandy Alcantara gets the call from the pen.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
The 1-0. That one missed. And now 2-1.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. That one ripped left field, way back there. And it hits the fence. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. A single his first time. And that drops in for a strike. Late with the swing there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated.
And there's a hit. Throw into third. The tag. Ow! Now the Rockies catcher, Jacob Stallings. Fought off foul. Alcantara winds and deals. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Farmer over at first with 1 away. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And that one lifted in the air center field. And that'll do it. Back here in Denver. And now the center fielder, Derek Hill. Gomber back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. So far, 6.
Now this one stroked to right center, and that should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Up the middle. Fires over to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Jorge Soler up at the plate. 1 for 2. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0. Base is empty, 1 away. Next is the designated hitter, Luis Gonzalez. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throws to first in time. And Gonzalez retired. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Otto Lopez. That one ripped. This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Now around second, going for third. Coming home. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the back here at Coors Field. And now the right fielder, Nolan Jones. And first offering is fouled off.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
So the Rockies lineup turns over. And now Brenton Doyle in there, and it's 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That K is his third of the game. Hilliard in the box again, takes a strike.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's an immaculate inning. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jake Bird.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Puts it away for the out. And here's the first baseman, Jonah Bride.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Fly ball down the line. Jones right there to make the grab. And there's 2 away. Here's the catcher to hit, Nick Fortes.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
In there at the knees. That's strike 1.
Ball.
That one the other way. Over to first. That ends the top of inning number 7. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. That's strike 1.
That's a ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Not in time. It's a double. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Michael Tolia out there to center. And it falls. And out to a board.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Outside with a breaking ball. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out. Kyle Farmer digs in now. And there's a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. And down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Stallings at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Cuts and misses. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the 3rd baseman, Connor Norby. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Derek Hill, the next to hit. There goes the runner. Ball misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. And he drops it down the 3rd baseline. And that's just foul. Bird checks the runner. And he dives back in safely. And that is out of play. Norby at second with nobody out. And that one hit
that's
97 on the gun.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home, fires it to the plate. He's safe as he gets his hand in. And the lead is up to 5.
Back-to-back singles. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And here is Michael Conforto. Man at second. In the dirt.
0-2 is the count.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Chases in the dirt, slider there. In time to get him, one away in the strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there. And here is Jorge Soler.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Tried to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
Now a check on him at second, back safely.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Strike in there. Throw to third, and he's out. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Headed down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Stallings collects, fires to first. That complete. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Thairo Estrada. Alcantara back to work. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Hill pulls it down, and there's one down.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Jones in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. That one off the bad part of the bat. Just a lazy fly ball. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Doyle in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Swing and a miss. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Lucas Gilbreth.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up.
0-1.
I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
That's to third. Slings it across, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Otto Lopez getting ready to hit. First pitch swinging, and before the 0-1, he asks for time. Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front.
Runner takes off. Ball outside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Back to the mound. He's got it. Throw to first in time. Down to second. Gets back as he almost ran into another out there. So 2 down now, and here is Jonah Bride. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Lopez at second with 2 down. So 2 balls and no strikes. Out to short. On to first.
He's out.
That is the inning. Back here in Denver, we go to the 9th. Now the number 2 hitter, Sam Hilliard. Breaking
Counts
ball misses
1-0.
down and away. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I got a ball, 1 strike. Ball 2.
And that one clips the corner.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's a little high.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Now a slow roller to second. Gets it to first,
He's out.
and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Now at the plate, Ezekiel Tovar, 1 for 3. First
Nope,
offering, and
that's
it
a ball.
just misses. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top of the 9th. Next pitch is outside.
Ball inside.
On the ground, right side. He steps on the
He's
bag. 2 up, 2 down. So they're down to their final out. And the batter now, Michael Tolia.
Michael Tolia.
That one's in there, and it's 0-1. To first, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. 5-0 the final. About to get started here, and on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
That one off the mark, and it's 1-1. And downstairs. And that one pulled foul. The pitch.
3-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Sam Hilliard in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies.
That's a
Ball
ball.
1 there. And that is cut on and missed. And it's a ball and a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out this. Now a chance for Mike Lowell. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. That's worth the price of admission. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 2-0. Jorge Soler up at the plate. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that is foul.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now here is Luis Gonzalez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Squeezes it. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. Here's the center fielder, Jesus Sanchez. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Doyle makes a nice grab at a full sprint.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field, someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
There's a swing and a drive. Back there. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Wastes no time there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Connor Norby stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Hit on the ground to short. Tovar fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Back here at Coors Field. And now the DH, Michael Toglia. Right through there for a strike.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside.
To Norby at second for 1, and it's a double play to end the inning. Bottom of the second, and now the first baseman, Jonah Bride. Gomber back to work. Line drive, base hit right center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And that's a base hit. He's in there.
He's safe.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it's off the wall. 1 run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Michael Conforto will climb in. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. In comes the runner from third. It's 5-0.
Big RBI for him right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over.
Jeff Criswell on the pitch here.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Ball went out.
And a curveball is just outside. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. On a dead sprint, racing back. Pulls it in on the warning track. What a wild play. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Top half of the third inning. Here's the catcher, Jacob Stallings. Inside corner, that's a strike. It's 0-1. That one pushed foul. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Struck him out looking. Tyro Estrada to the plate. And that drops in for a strike. One out, bases empty. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Now here's Nolan Jones. That one catches the zone. 0-1. Late that time, it's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Got him looking for the. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Now it's the DH, Luis Gonzalez. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Hilliard pulls it in on the run. Next to hit, Jesus Sanchez. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. High fly ball out to left field. Hilliard drifts towards it. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Xavier Edwards now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. So digging in, Connor Norby. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Criswell throws over, and he's back safely. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. And a foul ball. Runner goes again. Pitch misses.
That's out.
Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. Edwards on at second with 2 down. And he hits a ground ball right side. And that chance handled. Whips it to first. An acrobatic. New inning getting started. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Brenton Doyle. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
All these Rockies, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Hilliard, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ezekiel Tovar. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that one almost hit him.
2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Jonah Bride. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now Nick Fortes, 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Liner, base hit. And they get it in quickly. 1st and 3rd now with nobody out. Mike Lowell digs in now.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
He was late there. Strike 1.
Well, these players doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They put a bunch of runs on the
ground ball right side. Oh, great stop. There's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing. And here is Michael Conforto. He's already homered in this game. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 7-0. Soler up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. On its way to the corner. And that drops foul. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And there's a ball.
Two.
That's hard hit on the line. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Michael Toglia. So they turn things over to one of their young arms, Thomas White.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
McMahon stands in now and watches strike one. And it's fouled away. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 outs, base is empty. Kyle Farmer digging in for the Rockies. That's in there, and that is strike one. Just missed.
Outside.
2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one out in front that
1 ball,
time.
2 strikes.
Way inside.
That's inside.
Next
We got a
one
full
misses, and it's 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. Back here in Denver, and now the DH, Luis Gonzalez. Criswell back to work. Ball one, no strikes.
You know, this group of hitters digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
Now the batter now, Jesus Sanchez. That one finds the corner, 0-1. To the right side, Estrada. The throw to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. 2 down, base is empty. And now the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike, and safe. It's a stolen base. Rip to third. Slings to first. That's the inning. Back here at Coors Field, top 6. And here's the catcher, Jacob Stallings. That's in for a strike.
Good looking fastball right there. Surprised he didn't take a rip at that. I think he got locked up a little bit.
On the ground to third. Loves it on the dive to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. Hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And he makes the catch. 2 away now. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Nolan Jones. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Jonah Bride. This to center field. Doyle. Long run on his horse. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. And there's one down. Now here is Nick Fortes. He's 2 for 2. Swing and a ball line to center. That's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
That's back-to-back singles for him. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Digging in, Mike Lowell. High fly ball, right field. Jones sizes this one up. Snags it for the second out. Here's the left fielder, Michael Conforto. 3 for 3. He's got a double and a pair of home runs. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. It's 9-0. New pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Lucas Gilbreth. He's into the game with the bases empty. And now Jorge Soler headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. 2 outs, bases empty. The other way. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Swing and a miss. 2-2. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it.
0-1's the count.
Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one just missing inside. 1-2 to count. And the sweeper is off the plate. And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. 2 down, bases empty. Stepping in, Ezekiel Tovar. That one missed.
Ball 1, no strikes.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. In the air, out towards right center. Sanchez ranging after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Luis Gonzalez. Gilbreth, in his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter. And another ball.
2-0.
Next offering is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. And now the center fielder, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. First
Ball,
pitch
that pitch is out.
misses. Late on that fastball.
Well, he just threw that
One
fastball
ball,
by him,
2 strikes.
elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location,
2
very
balls,
difficult to
2
catch up
strikes.
to, especially with that velocity.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Out to short. To first.
He's out.
2 up, 2 down. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Base hit center field. And that extends the inning. Connor Norby, the next to hit. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. Gilbreth
in there.
checks over to first, and he's back. Runner takes off. There's a ball.
Outside, that's a ball.
Throws it away.
He's safe.
Two outs. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swings through that.
It might be time to choke
One
up
ball,
a little bit,
2
get that
strikes.
front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really
Nope,
late
that's
right
off
now.
the plate.
And
Ball
that's
2.
outside. Man on second, 2 down. Base knock center field. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 10-0. Now, Jonah Bride.
Runner, runner,
Here's the
runner.
pitch. Runner on the go.
Inside,
Pitch misses
ball one.
inside. Safe
He's
at
safe.
second, and he easily steals the bag. Norby stands at second with 2 gone. Check on the runner. Norby back in on a dive. And the 1-0. Runner goes again. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Jones makes the play, and that is that. Back here in Denver, ready to begin the 8th, and now the DH, Michael Toglia. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a foul out of play. Next
Ball,
pitch
that's
is
out.
outside. Got him swinging. Here's Ryan McMahon now. 1 for 2. Right down the chute. Strike 1. And a strike in there. The Rockies with a lot of ground to make up. And we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. And here's the first baseman, Kyle Farmer. There's the strike up high. It's 0-1. This one lifted in the air, left field. Corrals it. And that's the 3rd out. On to the bottom of the 8th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Nick Fortes. And the
Ball
first
1.
pitch misses for ball 1. That's to 3rd. McMahon fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting.
Mike Lowell will hit next. In the air, left field. Hilliard makes a move on it. Hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Michael Conforto. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. Another homer. His 4th home run of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 11-0.
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game. They're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first, and that'll do it. All set to start the 9th in this one. Leading off, Jacob Stallings. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Out to short, Edwards. Throws across the diamond. Now 1 gone in the 9th. Tyro Estrada digging in for the Rockies. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Jones, the next to hit, takes outside.
Ball.
Just missed.
2 balls, no strike.
And that one
Ball
is
3.
downstairs. And now 3-0. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
First base.
So 1st and 2nd with 1 gone. Next for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. Right through there for a strike.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Swing and a miss as he was late that
1
time.
ball, 2 strike.
That's off the mark. The count now 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Now only one out remaining. Hilliard in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. White is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
11-0 your final score. Just about set to go now. Our starting pitcher is This one, Thomas White. Chris, how about a scouting report?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Next to hit for the Rockies, Ezekiel Tovar. Just off the inside edge. On the ground to first, and he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Michael Toglia.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Fastball for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And a swing and a miss. Now the third baseman, Mike Lowell. Tapped softly on the ground. One up, one down. And the batter will be the shortstop.
Batting second, the shortstop, Cedric Gill.
That's in there. 0-1. And that one popped in the air, left field. Hilliard makes the grab for the second out. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Gleyber Torres. Out to short. A sliding stop at short. Gathers and throws. It's there, and that's a great play. Back here at Coors Field, and here is Ryan McMahon. A little bit low. Ball 1.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground, right side, Torres. Handles, throws to first. 1 out in the second. Kyle Farmer up to the plate now.
Number 6, Kyle Farmer.
Cut on and missed. Good change up right there. 0-1. White, he has a reputation. I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. This one in the air. Lowell. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Jacob Stallings now. On the ground to first, Bright. Takes it himself. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Rockies. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Luis Gonzalez. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and it falls. So a man on base to start the inning.
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit.
And that one fouled off. Foul ball there. Ground ball could be two. Good feed. That's one. On to first. Double play. Here's the center fielder, Xavier Edwards.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Fouled off left side.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-2. That one missing inside. Slice to right, base hit, and that keeps the inning going.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game.
Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
That one not close. And the count 1-2. And that's a base hit. Edwards rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Top half of the 3rd inning, Thairo Estrada to the plate. White back to work. That one fouled off. Now 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Now here is Nolan Jones. Fouled off. He was late. Not even close there. And 1-1. Swings and misses. Went with the sweeper.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Doyle now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Ball. 1-1.
Just missed. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes. I got 3-2.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And he's And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And one pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Now it's going to be Mike Lowell. Now a fly ball to right center. Doyle makes the grab. Runner tags at second, but now he won't try for third. Stays put with one away. Now the number 2 hitter. He's 0 for 1. Tap foul at the plate. Check swing, called strike.
Well, you can't expect to get a great
strikes.
pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here. Make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
2 gone now. Gleyber Torres up to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Fortes at third with 2 away. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
On the ground out to short. Sends it to first. And Gleyber Torres retired. And that is that. Back here in Denver, here's the left fielder, Sam Hilliard. That's in there.
All these Rockies just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. At the plate, Michael Toglia. And first offering is fouled off. Toglia goes 6 feet 5 inches, 26 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. And
1 ball,
misses
2
inside.
strikes.
Goes down swinging. Back here at Coors Field, and now the DH, Luis Gonzalez. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
This to third. It's in and out of his glove. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. And now the center fielder, Xavier Edwards. Singled and scored his first time. On the ground to the left. McMahon fires over to first, and there are 2 outs. Jonah Bride getting ready to hit. RBI single his last time up. Right side. Brings it in, and the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. So in now for Colorado, Ryan McMahon. Fastball for a strike.
All these Rockies, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Swings and misses. 7 in a row by way of the K. Farmer in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed
1 ball,
there.
1 strike.
Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's a little bit low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Stays alive. That misses the zone. 3-2 now. And that's ball 4.
Take your
What a
base.
battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Stallings in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
4-2 is the count.
That
1
one
ball,
almost got him.
2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Farmer, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Off the mark there. Now 2-2. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Tyro Estrada digging in for the Rockies. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Just missed. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering upstairs. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2-2 the count.
Got him looking. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now it's going to be Jesus Sanchez. To the right side, and that one handled. Tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. And here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Doyle makes the grab. 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup, and now Mike Lowell. Off
That's
the
a
mark
ball.
there. 1-0.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters, pitching on the road like
Fires across the diamond. And we're back. And now the right fielder, Nolan Jones. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Ball 1 there.
1-1.
And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a ball evens the count.
that's a really
2
good
balls,
take.
2 strikes.
And that just misses.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Torres. The throw to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Doyle now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swings and misses. 0-2.
0-2.
See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Now the left fielder, Sam Hilliard. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. On the money. Back here in Denver. Now it's the shortstop, number 6, 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
And it's strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right
No
out of
balls,
the
2
box,
strikes.
and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get.
There goes the runner. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And that's a foul ball. Snap throw to first. And he's back in easily. The 0-1. Runner on the go again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely. And now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
Man at second. And ball 1.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
So now the DH spot, Luis Gonzalez. Fought off foul. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. The run comes in to score from second. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Jake Bird. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And the batter now, Connor Norby. Tovar. To second, there's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Runner on the go. Cut out and miss. Safe at second, and that was not close. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Late swing, foul to the left. Move to second, and he dives back in safely. Two outs. Line drive. Jones puts it away. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ezequiel Tovar. And that's in for a strike.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Tolia stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And that is downstairs. And the count is 1-1. Way out front for strike 2. The Rockies trailing by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings and misses, struck him out. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Fans another. And back here at Coors Field, set for the last half of the 7th. And now the first baseman, Jonah Bride. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Doyle makes the grab, 1 away. Jesus Sanchez now at the plate. First pitch, not close. Bird, in his 3rd season, he features a sinker, a slider, a slurve, and occasionally uses a cutter. That's it out.
Got him.
2 down, bases empty. And now the catcher comes up to him. Nick Fortes. Line to second. Snagged on the bounce. Throws to first. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th. So in now for Colorado, Kyle Farmer. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. On a line, base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Anthony Bender gets handed the rock out of the pen.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Inside. And now 2-0. And strike 1 to the catcher. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. And that one missing low.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think he got...
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now it's the second baseman, Tyro Estrada. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down. Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Brings it in, and there are 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Nolan Jones. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Ground ball left side. Zips it to first. That's out number 3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Victor Vodnik.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Number 6, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Well, these guys doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Slow roller up the middle. Tags the runner for 1, and no throw. He's into first easily.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Pickoff throw, and he's back in safely. Runner on the go.
Counts
they pitch
1-0.
out. Throw to second, tag, and they got him. And a strike to Glaber. On the ground to third. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out, and the inning is over. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Brenton. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Rob Nen.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Hilliard batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
0-1's the count.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. That's down and in. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And they're down to their last out. Ezekiel Tovar digs in now. The shortstop takes the ball. Fastball for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Slapped foul. The Rockies down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Ball game. 2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the left fielder, James Wood. Schwellenbach back to work.
1-0.
That one well upstairs, and it's 1-0. And a foul ball. Cruz stands at second with no outs. And a swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Towards first, Olsen handles the chance. Steps on first for the out. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Ozuna grabs it on the run. Strike one.
He got away with one there, but he knows
0-1.
he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
That misses the zone. 1-1.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Painting the
1-2
corners,
to count.
working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. James Wood will hit next. Schwellenbach back to work. Gets the bunt down the right side. Olsen. And he beats it out.
Hey.
Runner on the go. Pitch is low.
That's the ball. No,
And that's a
nice.
stolen base. Not even close. A little out front there as he swings through it.
I think ultimately you want to
2-2.
tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Up the middle, Albies in plenty of time to first. That's out number 1, and a run comes in to score. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball. 1-1.
And there's a foul ball. Line drive. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do. Into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Around first, heading for 2. Now the tag at second, and he's back in Washington, D.C. Now the left fielder, James Wood. And first offering is fouled off. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this.
That missed, that's a ball.
But yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming
1-2.
up.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
you